Look at you. It's 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. You've just finished your 9 to 5, and instead of sleeping like a normal human being, you're currently driving a stranger named Todd to the airport for $12, plus a potential tip that'll never come. Or maybe you're in your basement, frantically trying to dropship sunset lamps from a factory in Shenzhen that doesn't even exist. You tell your friends you're an entrepreneur. You tell your mom you're building an empire. But let's look at your bank account. It's not an empire, it's a graveyard. Welcome to the side hustle scam. There is a massive multi-billion-dollar industry dedicated to convincing you that the path to wealth is paved with hustle. They tell you to drive for Uber, deliver tacos for DoorDash, or sell your soul for $5 on Fiverr. They call it the gig economy. I call it digital sharecropping. You're not building a business, you're just buying a second job with worse benefits and a higher chance of a car accident. You're trading your most precious non-renewable asset, your time, for pennies, while the guys who own the platforms buy their third yachts with the service fees they took from your labor. If you're tired of being a hamster on a gold-plated wheel, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're ready to stop hustling and start actually making money. Let's stop sugarcoating the BS and talk about why your side hustle is actually keeping you poor. Chapter 1. The Time-for-Money Treadmill. Let's get one thing straight. If you have to be there for the money to be made, you don't have a business, you have a job. Most of you aren't building clear wealth, you're building clear exhaustion. Think about the math of a typical gig. You drive for 3 hours, you make $60. Sounds okay, right? Wrong. Subtract the gas, subtract the wear and tear on your tires, subtract the fact that your car now smells like a combination of stale fries and regret, subtract the taxes you haven't set aside yet. What are you left with? $9 an hour? Congratulations, you just downgraded your life to below minimum wage so you could feel productive. This is the time-for-money treadmill. The problem with a treadmill is that no matter how fast you run, the scenery never changes. You're still in the same room, just sweatier and closer to a heart attack. Wealth isn't created by working harder at a low-value task, it's created by leverage. If I spend an hour writing a piece of software, that software can work for me while I sleep. It can be sold 1,000,000 times. That is leverage. If you spend an hour driving Todd to the airport, that hour is gone forever. You can't sell that ride to anyone else. It's a dead asset. Most side hustles are designed to keep you in a scarcity mindset. You're so worried about making an extra $50 this weekend that you don't have the mental energy to figure out how to make an extra $50,000 this year. You're picking up nickels in front of a steamroller, and buddy, the steamroller is winning. Chapter 2. The Dropshipping Delusion. But wait, the comments section screams, I'm not a driver, I'm a digital nomad, I have a dropshipping store. Oh, you mean the store you spent $2,000 on Facebook ads for just to sell 3 vibrating neck massagers to people in Nebraska? That store? Let's talk about the passive income lie. High-energy gurus with white teeth and rented Lambos love to tell you that you can set up a store in an afternoon and retire by Friday. They show you screenshots of revenue. Revenue is a vanity metric. Profit is sanity. I don't care if your store did $10,000 in sales if your ad spend was $9,500 and your product cost was $600. You didn't make $10K, you lost $100 and a week of your life. Dropshipping in 2026 is basically just being an unpaid intern from Meta's advertising department. You are taking all the risk, doing all the customer service for angry people who didn't get their package, and Mark Zuckerberg is taking all the profit. The true business of one mentality requires a mercenary mindset. A mercenary doesn't join a losing battle for the experience. A mercenary looks at the margins. If the margins are thin and the competition is every 19-year-old with a TikTok account, the mercenary walks away. Stop trying to sell what everyone else is selling. If the barrier to entry is just clicking a few buttons on Shopify, then there is no barrier, which means there is no profit. Chapter 3. The Asset Building Alternative. So if the gig economy is a trap and dropshipping is a delusion, what the hell are you supposed to do? You need to stop hustling and start building. A business of one doesn't mean you do everything yourself. It means you own the intellectual property. You own the system. Think about it like this. A side hustle is like a disposable cup. You use it once, you get a little bit of value, and then it's trash. An asset is like a well. It takes a long time to dig. It's hard work. You might hit rock. You might sweat for months without a single drop of water. But once you hit the water, it flows forever. Real assets look like this. Equity, owning a piece of a company that grows without you. Real estate, property that pays you rent while the land appreciates. Digital products, codes, books, or courses that cost $0 to replicate. Media, a YouTube channel or a newsletter where the audience is the asset. Notice a pattern? None of these involve driving Todd to the airport. Building an asset is boring. It's not eye-popping. It's staying up late to learn a high-value skill, like high-ticket sales, full-stack coding, or tax mitigation, instead of mindlessly scrolling through hustle porn on Instagram. You have to be willing to work for $0 an hour for a year so that you can eventually make $1,000 an hour for the rest of your life. Most people can't do that. Their loyalty tax brain is so conditioned to the work hour equals get paid cycle that they panic if they don't see a paycheck by Friday. If you want to be rich, you have to kill the employee inside you.
Chapter 4. Leverage or be leveraged. There are only 4 types of leverage in this world: labor, capital, code, and media. Labor is the oldest form. It's having people work for you. It's great, but it's messy. Humans have feelings, they get sick, and they want raises. Capital is money. Money doesn't sleep. Money doesn't complain about the office coffee. But you need money to make money, right? That's where the new leverage comes in: code and media. This YouTube video? This is leverage. I recorded it once, but it can be watched by 1 million people. It is a digital mercenary that works for me 24/7. Your side hustle has 0 leverage. If you stop, the money stops. That's not a business, that's a hostage situation. You need to ask yourself, is what I'm doing today going to make me money 3 years from now? If you're driving for Uber, the answer is no. If you're building a specialized skill or an automated system, the answer is yes. Stop being the labor in someone else's leverage. The CEO of DoorDash uses your car, your gas, and your time to increase his stock price. He is leveraging you, and you're letting him because you're comfortable with the extra $200 a week. That $200 is a bribe. It's a bribe to keep you from building something that could actually make you free. Chapter 5. The Comfort Trap. Let's get personal. Why are you really doing that side hustle? For most of you, it's because you're afraid. You're afraid of the big risk. Starting a real company is scary. Investing your life savings into a rental property is scary. Putting your face on camera or your ideas into code is scary. It's much safer to just pick up extra shifts. It feels like you're doing something. It keeps the "I should be successful" voice in your head quiet for a few hours. This is productive procrastination. You are doing busy work to avoid doing the scary work. But here is the hard truth. The scary work is the only work that pays. Comfort is the enemy of clear wealth. If you are comfortable, you are stagnant. If you are stagnant, you are dying. I've seen people work 2 side hustles for 5 years. They are still in the same apartment, driving the same beat-up car, just 5 years older and 10 times more bitter. They didn't hustle their way out. They hustled their way in. They locked the door and threw away the key. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable for a while. You have to be willing to be broke while you reinvest every penny into your own systems. Chapter 6. The Mercenary Audit. It's time for a mercenary audit. I want you to take a piece of paper and write down every side hustle or extra project you're working on. Now, next to each one, write down 2 things. What is my hourly rate after all expenses? Does this scale? Can I make 10x more without working 10x harder? If the answer to number 2 is no, then that hustle is a cancer. It is eating your time and giving you nothing but survival in return. Cut it. I don't care if it pays the light bill. If it doesn't scale, it's a trap. Go find a higher-paying main job or cut your expenses until you have the time capital to build a real asset. Stop being a hustler. Start being a director. A director doesn't move the heavy boxes. The director designs the warehouse. A director doesn't drive the car. The director owns the fleet. You have been conditioned to think that hard work is the goal. It's not. Effective work is the goal. There are people working 80 hours a week in coal mines who will never be rich. There are people working 4 hours a week from a laptop who are making millions. The difference isn't the hustle. The difference is the vehicle. You are currently driving a tricycle in a Formula 1 race. No matter how hard you pedal, you're going to lose. The exit strategy. How to stop being a slave. Step 1. Kill the gig. Stop trading your car's life for a few extra bucks. It's a net loss. Step 2. Identify your high-value skill. What can you do that a machine or a random person off the street can't do? If you don't have one, your only side hustle should be learning. Step 3. Build the well. Start creating your asset, whether it's a software product, a YouTube channel, or a portfolio of small businesses. Step 4. Automate or delegate. As soon as the asset starts making $1, find a way to make it make $2 without you touching it. Stop waiting for a gold watch from a company that would replace you in 24 hours if you drop dead. Stop being loyal to a side hustle that is sucking your soul dry. You are a business of one. Act like it. Raise your prices. Fire your low-value customers. And for the love of God, stop driving Todd to the airport. Welcome to Clear Wealth. Hit the subscribe button if you're ready to start building real assets. Or don't. Todd's waiting outside. He needs a ride, and you need the $12, right? The choice is yours. Stop being a hustler. Start being a mercenary.